بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
And now we are located at a moment in time, we in Islamic eschatology, we recognize that we are now in a transition stage in the historical process where a Pax Britannica, which had emerged mysteriously in history, there was nothing to explain it. No tools of political analysis could explain it, was replaced by a Pax Americana, which was built overnight. They built the United States overnight. Like you building a massive building, and 1 week it was not there, and the next week the whole thing is completed. That's how they built the United States. Overnight. The fast lane on the highway. Of course, they had to use slavery to do it. And they were never ashamed of the links with slavery. To build the United States overnight. And then Pax Americana replaced Pax Britannica. And then we now see, for those who have eyes with which to see, and mashallah, many people now have eyes and can see. Not everybody eating biryani and going to sleep. That Pax Americana is now in irreversible decline. Those are powerful words, eh? Irreversible decline. But we have Islamic eschatology. That's why we can speak so confidently. But there are many who agree with us in the world of secular scholarship. That the United States is now riding into the sunset. And there's something else coming to replace it. And we recognize that their master plan, I've not mentioned who they are, but their master plan is to replace Pax Americana with a Pax Judaica. But wait a minute. They had said, all that we want to do, nothing more, is to find a home for a people who do not have a home. No, you lied. You lied. Because you didn't want that alone. You wanted to create a state which would eventually become the ruling state in the world, so that a Pax Judaica would replace Pax Americana. And thank Allah that many, many in the world of scholarship now agree with this, so you can't accuse me of any anti-Semitism and that rubbish. No. This is scholarship. The passage from Pax Britannica to Pax Americana required two, what they call world wars. And the loss of millions and millions of lives, mostly Russians. Mostly Russian. And the passage from Pax Americana to Pax Judaica appears now to require the loss of even more lives than both the First World War and the Second World War combined, because it's going to be nuclear war. Well then, what is the end of this mysterious movement of history? Why does a Pax Judaica want to replace the Pax Americana? And what is the mysterious relationship between ruling the world and ruling the world of money? Is it that you cannot rule the world unless you also rule the world of money? And in consequence of which you could not have a Pax Britannica without the Bank of England? In what year? 17 96 or 97, 1696 or 97. Don't worry, I don't have time to ask you questions. As soon as the Bank of England was established, and the movements began from gold and silver coins with intrinsic value, I hope you know the English language, money with intrinsic value, and the Bank of England replaced it with money with no intrinsic value. And so when it has no intrinsic value, it becomes like a monkey. It jumps up and down. Like your modern Bitcoin, jumping up and down like a kangaroo. But when you have money with intrinsic value, it doesn't behave like a monkey. No. Money with intrinsic value functions successfully as money. And so came a new monetary system in order that Britain could become the ruling state in the world. That's Pax Britannica. You had to have a new monetary system over which the British sterling pound presided as His Majesty. And Britain became the financial capital of the world, and more ominously, the moneylender par excellence of the world, the Shylock of the world. And then came the movement to Pax Americana, and you would know what happened at Bretton Woods if you do your homework. Bretton Woods marks the Salatul Janaza for the British pound. Salatul Janaza, the funeral prayer. the funeral prayer for the British pound as the international currency was performed at a place called Bretton Woods. And then the new money emerged to replace the sterling pound, which is His Majesty, the US dollar. And a new monetary system emerged with the International Monetary Fund. And if you have some time, you may want to take a look at the Articles of Agreement of the International Monetary Fund and ask yourself, why did they ban the use of gold as money? I wonder why. They would not tell me. Even if I go and I hold them by the back of their neck and I shake them up, tell me the reason. No, they would not tell me. No. I can deny them their dinner, still they would prefer to go to sleep without food, but they will not tell me the reason. Why have you banned the use of gold as money? Don't you have any shame? Are you a shameless people? That you will ban the use of gold of money and you would not even explain why you've done it. Since you're not explaining, well, let me explain. The reason why they banned the use of gold as money is because once real money comes in the market, it will drive out all the bogus and fraudulent and haram money. That's why. And then, because of this control of money, you enrich yourself unjustly.